Hey guys, welcome back to the RTG save here at Cambridge. Things have changed since the January transfer window. Most notably our league position. We're trying to reverse that now, and we have some extra help. At the very end of yesterday's episode, we called up George Chapman. Our scout future star is into the starting lineup ahead of the retiring and ever declining Wes Hoolahan, unfortunately. So we now have one of the highest rated players in the division in our starting lineup. There are plenty of other low 70 rated players. He was 73 last time we looked at him, but he's grown to 74 since we last looked at him. So Chapman is going to come into the starting lineup for the rest of this season to hopefully bring a return to the form that saw us in second just a few episodes ago. We were getting more wins than anything else, and we actually won 5 of 6 between the end of November and middle of December. Since that 1-0 win against Charlton, we've lost 7 and drawn 2. So a win is very much overdue. However, our first game today is against first placed Wycombe at home. Then we've Gillingham away and Burton away to follow that up. Going to split February into 2, 3 and 3. We'll do 3 plus a sim for March, and then 3 and 3 for April as well. And we'll wait and see where we finish the season. But we are, despite being down in 15th, still only 7 points off the playoffs. So just one run of that 5 wins in 6 that we got before, and we're right back up there, even maybe challenging for an automatic spot. We're only 9 points off the automatic spots, which is just 3 games. We have played 30. We've won 10. We've drawn 10. We've lost 10. We've scored 40. We've conceded 40. We have 40 points. Honestly, you couldn't get more run-of-the-mill than that. We win as much as we draw, as much as we lose. We concede as much as we score. And everything is around 10 number. 30, 10, 10, 10, 40, 40, 0, 40. Honestly, that actually makes me a little bit OCD happy. But hopefully, soon it will read... Well, it's probably not going to read 20 in the win column, is it? But I'd definitely take 15, 15, 15, probably. Considering our recent form. 5 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats. To take us to the final day, where hopefully we could get a 16th win. But we shall wait and see what happens today. Gillingham midweek, and then it was... Who was it? Oh, that was Burton, wasn't it? Gillingham was 16th, as you see, and behind us in the table. Burton are in the relegation zone. We just drew with Fleetwood in the relegation zone, who are 21st. We should have won that game. I have not had luck in front of goal at either end of the pitch for about 3 episodes. Today, we pray, is the turn of the tide. We start with top of the table Wycombe. Wish me luck. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. George has come up to the first team picture and said, I've been dreaming about this happening. So have we, George. Thanks for giving me the chance in the senior squad, boss. I'm desperate to show everybody what I can bring to the team. We hope he can bring a lot to the team. So, let's go and give him his debut. A debut to remember, it says. Well, he's not actually played yet, so it might not be memorable. It might not be memorable. The rain is pouring down here at the Abbey Stadium, and we had to alter Wycombe's lineup a little bit because they had a right winger starting at left back. But we've put the right players in the right positions for them. They have David Stockdale continuing in goal. Jason McCarthy, Jack Grimmer, Tafat Soli, Anthony Stewart and Joe Jacobson at the back for them. David Wheeler, Thompson and Horgan at cam with Brandon Hanlon and Sam Vokes up top. We nearly got a win against Wycombe. We drew 2-2. Brandon Hanlon equalised with the last kick of the game. So we know we can perform here against them. Chapman. Left-footed, 4-star, 4-star. You can see his stats on the screen there. I will just quickly give you a look at just how good he is. Now, he will be spectacular in this save. Potential of minimum of 88. So whether he does that with us or with someone else, we're not yet sure. But George Chapman is in and he's part of the squad. And he's a big boy as well at 6'4". So using that physical frame will come very much in handy. We have a 6'4" centre mid alongside a 6'5" centre mid. Wheeler into Hanlon around the corner. Here's Sam Vokes. Good block by Okadina. He's been one of the defenders that's grown the most for us so far in this save. We have had a lot of growth so far. And we're hoping that that continues for the rest of this first season. So that even if we don't find ourselves getting promoted this year, we are one of the league's best teams come next season. And certainly should get ourselves promotion. Sam Smith with a nice turn. Here's Chapman. We'll get it out wide there to Lancaster. He'll whip it, looking for Sam Smith, who it won't let me change to. Good header by Digger. I can't get there. Oh, it's been lucky. Oh, and Stockdale with a smart save to deny Ironside with a quick shot. Trying to catch the keeper out. Very well saved. 15 minutes in. It's 0-0 still. Here's Wheeler. They haven't yet threatened me too much. But other than that one Joey Ironside chance, we haven't done that to them either. I'm waiting for Lancaster to arrive, and I'll just tap it so it doesn't get smacked out off the field. We'll look for Joey again. We'll find Chapman. How is he from here? I need to find out. And it was a good opportunity to try and do some finding out. That's a good header there. And Sam Smith's making a good run. And he spun well. And here comes Brophy on the overlap. And we'll dink it looking for Joey at the back post. But Stewart is in the way. Excellent defending from Wycombe. They had the extra man there and they needed him. Because Joey surely would have tucked that home. Lancaster wins that back. And here's Smith. Looking for Chapman. Oh, it's an excellent ball through to Jack. Oh, Lancaster. The lack of quality at times in this save with some players. Oh, makes me wonder why I bother. It will fall for Brophy. And Smith will be found again. And Lancaster could be in again. He is. Plenty to aim for. Digby! Not the cross I wanted, but certainly the cross we're happy to accept. Paul Digby just on his own. Finally. It's my turn to have someone on their own in a box, unmarked, because it is almost always the AI. But what a finish. What a finish. Trying to prove that he's not to be outdone in that central midfield position. Just because we've got Georgie Chapman doesn't mean that Digger doesn't want to have a big impact on the play. It's 3 or 4 goals, 5 goals for him so far this season now, Paul Digby. And on the brink of half-time, we take the lead against the league leaders. But don't get too carried away, because we haven't seen a win for a while. Here's Mr. Chapman, who played an excellent pass for that Lancaster chance in the first half. If we can expect that level of creation and creativity and vision from him moving forward, then certainly we could be in for a very good time with Mr. Chapman in the middle of the pitch. He doesn't have the best of defensive... Oh, come on. Doesn't have the best of defensive stats, like 30-something stand tackle and slide tackle. But I'm hoping his overall physicality and frame will mean that he can be pretty decent. Don't you fucking dare. Of course he does. Will be pretty decent defensively in the middle. Vokes scored a header against us. Last time we played Wycombe, and Vokes scores a header against us. This time we play Wycombe. I tried to get there. I jumped higher than Vokes. Just didn't get anywhere near the ball with Willow. 3 men there. Never mind. 1-1. Forward to Vokes. They've got bodies forward here. This makes me nervous. McCarthy, they're pushing to get themselves in front here. They're top of the league for a reason, and we might be about to find out why. Nope, not yet anyway. Dimmy with a good save. Bowl that out quickly. Sam Smith is about to come off, actually, for Nibs. But he could have a part to play yet. Oh, look at the man on the far side. Please tell me this is going to find you. Lancaster. Joey, what a save. Brophy. Oh, come on. The luck in front of goal continues. Oh, man. Oh, man. Over the top, looking for Varga. Can't find him. Should probably look after possession a little bit better, considering the state of play and our form and the game. folks, to Scowen. And now's where, thankfully, Okadina puts in an interception to ensure that I don't lose it late on. I'll take the point. At home against top of the table, we will take the point. Back-to-back draws, back-to-back unbeaten games, and only 1 goal conceded in either game as well. Is the tide turning? I hope so. Up next, Gillingham midweek. As we approach the Gillingham game, one thing I meant to show you in the intro and forgot. No, not there. I've spent the remainder of my transfer budget on another youth scout. That being Elijah Hogg. I recalled the 1-star with a view to firing him. So we will do that. And I've signed Elijah Hogg, a 4-star scout. The only issue now is that I actually don't have enough money left to send him anywhere. So he will have to start his scouting next season. But that's fine. I've only got $2,000 left there in my contract budget. Thankfully, we don't have any contracts we need to offer around. So we're quite content for now with the situation of the squad. We just need to get the results to start going our way. Make a couple of changes. We'll put Varga on the right. I won't change anything else. In fact, I'm going to give Nibs the start ahead of Smith, who's grown a little bit more, by the way, up to 66 now. But he's not offered me much. He's not offered me much. You've noticed that Ironside is up to 87. May 87, Mitov and Okadina 66. We are seeing growth throughout the team. We just need to see the results match that. Time to head to Gillingham. Another fullback, which is nice, although very defensive fullback. Chapman in goal. Jackson Masterson. Conor Masterson was on loan at Cambridge recently in real life and was very, very good. Jack Tucker alongside him with David Tutonda at left back. Then they've got Ben Thompson and Stuart O'Keefe as deeper sat central midfielders. Then Alex McDonald, Mustafa Carriol, Danny Ladshead and Charlie Kilman up top. So I expect them to, with that formation, sit back and then counter. But I'm not sure. You saw the changes that I made to my lineup. So hopefully there'll be changes that see us maintain the unbeaten streak at the very least. Gillingham are right behind us in the league table. And obviously we want to ensure that we don't fall any further down it. Out wide to Dunk. He was calling for it there, Brophy, but then didn't actually make much movement in an area where I could potentially find him. Harvey's shown some good strength there. Little burst of acceleration. And Ironside will look for Adame. And I'll try and hit the shot early to catch the keeper out. But the defender got a touch to it. Our first chance comes and goes. But it wasn't a bad one. Oh, and if Adame had been back in position, he might have been able to win that header and create another one. Never mind. We shall have to win possession back and build again. And there's the winning possession back. So let's build again. Adshed cross there to Mustafa Carriol. And this is what we thought they might do. Break on us. Tutonda down the left for them. The man in the middle is just on his own. They've got a man at the back post as well. Who's that going to fall for? Oh, thankfully, Okadina, I'm able to change to him quickly enough. Ironside wins that header well. May try to get to that. Chapman does, but can't get it under control. Hell of a tackle. Kelman tackled by Greg Taylor. And that was, really nervy for a moment there. But we've come away with the ball. Varga, can you go for a run for me? I'll ask him to, and he will. And I'll look for Joey again, and he's going to use his strength. We'll look for Harvey. Oh, it's not going to break for me. It has broken for me. Varga, Chapman. Brophy's onside. Looking for Nibs. It's Chapman! His first goal for Cambridge United. George Chapman off the mark as a Cambridge United player. Our new young hero, who we're hoping will, as we say, turn the tide this season. Might just have kick-started that by giving us a 1-0 lead here against Gillingham. We had to take our time there. We had to take our time. I'll be honest, the pass that went to him was meant for Harvey. Don't care. We've scored. We're 1-0 up. That's all that matters. Spun well. Those two deeper... Oh, hello. Those two deeper defensive midfielders are certainly going to be difficult to try and work around. Nibs. Joey's offside. He'll bury it as well. Oh, he's missed. As Joe Ironside gets higher in rating, his finishing gets worse. Explain that to me. He's offside there, obviously, but the 63 rated Joe Ironside that started the save, or whatever he was rated at, would have buried that, and it would have ended up in the back of the net. Williams into Adam May. Chapman's come short, play it quickly to Nibs. Out to Varga. I see Brophy at the back post, but I don't really fancy him, to be honest. Willow on the overlap. Willow on the overlap. delivers, but it's low. Cross in the last game was low as well. That led to the goal, wasn't it? Don't know why my crossing's going low all of a sudden. Regardless, we are 1-0 in front at the break. We're halfway there. Wycombe are losing again. Here's McDonald. Oh, through the legs of the defender, but Chapman recovers, thankfully. Oh, that could have been nervy. Taylor across to Okadina. Chapman is there through the middle again. I'll actually go back out left to Harrison Dunk here. And Brophy could be a good option. Chapman is here. And then Nibs. And actually, we're just working this. Oh, looking for Joey, but passing in the final third has been a real problem for me recently. Just can't seem to find the accuracy that even we were finding earlier in the season. Like, just tried to step there to play him offside. Jackson trying to find the space for a cross. Trying to deny him that. He's found a teammate, though. Thompson. Out to Jackson again. To Thompson again. Stood up well. I'm not going to get to that. Get to it. Harrison, get rid of it, please. Thank you. Panic over. Oh, he went for me there. That'll be a yellow card for him, surely. Dunk down the line looking for Brophy. He's itching to get in behind, and he's doing so. We'll pull it back. It's Joey Ironside from the edge of the box. Brig? Big save by the keeper. Brig save, apparently. Chapman on set pieces, unsurprisingly, given his free kick accuracy and curve stats. O'Keefe wins that. It will fall to Brophy. I'll get it across here to Varga. And then he will draw a save out of the keeper. If you're onside, Harvey, I am thrilled. Harvey's onside. We're thrilled. With 20 minutes to go, Cambridge United are 2-0 up and look like we might just be winning a game. I'll have to make some changes soon. Chapman's stamina is actually not great, judging by his fitness levels at the moment. Either that or he's just working exceptionally hard in the middle. So I might actually end up having to take him off around about the hour mark. Well, no, probably not the hour mark, but late on in games as well, as we did with Wes, until his stamina stat improves. I do need to add a different training regime to him, actually, development plan, now that he's in the first team squad. We'll get this across here to Varga. Hit it early! Draw the save at the keeper, he'll get to it again. That always tends to be the way. When the keeper does that, and has that animation where they like save it and palm it up in the air, they always get to it first. I don't know whether you've noticed that. They always get to it first, either with a catch or a punch, without fail. It's quite predictable, actually. I'm sure you guys have experienced something similar. I am going to have to make a change soon, because we've got another game at the weekend. And to be fair, actually, to be fair to him, Chapman did start this game slightly tired, so I can't read too much into his lack of stamina there. We'll bring Warman off the bench as well to try and get a little bit more out of him. And we'll give Willow a bit of a rest as well, as obviously we're going to need him available at right back for the next game against Burton. If he's not fit, we do have Liam Bellett to play, but we are pretty heavily reliant at the moment on George Williams at right back. Brophy, back to Liam O'Neill. In there to Nibs. So he's going to make a run. Oh, I couldn't guarantee that he wasn't going to be offside there. Made to Liam O'Neill. Nice turn. And Joey. Varga is onside this time. Oh, that's a free kick. I'll have the free kick, please. Oh, I've taken Chapman off. No, Varga. Chapman is an exceptional set-piece taker. But, thankfully... No, I just took Varga off as well, didn't I? Oh, man. I can't believe it. I literally have just taken my 2 free kick takers off the bloody pitch. I'll give it to Iredale on his left foot. We'll see if he can pull something out the bag. It would be an unlikely but remarkable third. Oh, and had it been on target, it may well have gone in. But wide of the target it goes. But look at the clock. Look at the clock! Cambridge 2, Gillingham 0. The U's are going to win away. A win away, a win away, a win away, a win away. Yes! Oh, Cambridge 2, Gillingham 0. Back on the win run. Back on the win run. A 2-0 win away from home. Fully deserved as well. We've not lucked our way to that victory. We've earned it. Chapman set us on our way. He moves us up to 14th in the table. We're up a spot. If Portsmouth win their game in hand, we're down a spot again. But, crucially, you can see how tight it is. We are 4 points off 7th and 5 points off Sunderland in 6th. Although they do have a game in hand and MK have 2 games in hand. But hopefully results will go our way. We have Burton next this upcoming Saturday. Can we make it back-to-back wins and 4 games unbeaten? The dreaded 5-back. Ben Garrett in goal for Burton. Tom Hamer at right back. Scored 2 own goals against Cambridge in a game against Burton in the past. Sam Hughes Brayford and Shaughnessy at the back for them, with Cameron Borthwick-Jackson at left wing back. We've got Joe Powell and Charlie Lakin alongside Jacob Maddox in the midfield, with Christian Sadie and Ghassan Ahadme up top for them. They are 23rd in the table. Powell across to Ahadme to Maddox. Nice interception by Okadina. Oh, I might have gotten there. No! Oh, I'd have been furious. No early Burton goal, thankfully. That could have been really, really frustrating. Harrison turns nicely and will find Chapman. Get it forward to Sam Smith, who gets the nod ahead of Nibs. Lancaster back to the starting lineup as well. But Joey, that is a really, really poor pass. Some of the through balls that my players play are embarrassingly poor. So are theirs, though, evidently as well. Unfortunately, Brophy isn't forward here. He is now, though. Early into the box. Get there, Joey! Finally, Joey Ironside scores a goal again. With his head this time. Cambridge 1. Burton 0. Fucking yes. Up we go, please, Jabril. Very well up, Jabril. Maddox. They've got runners I had, mate. Sadie. Jabril trying to get their Powell's backed in well. If he hits the target there, he certainly scores. Burton are being wasteful here so far today. My manager character there almost looked like he was about 10 years old. Proper baby face, isn't he, on my manager character for this save. Lancaster inside to Digby. Will go for a switch. And Dunk will bring it down. Got men in the middle to look for. You can see just how deep they're defending, though, with their 5. Smith around the corner to Brophy. He's calling for it again, Ironside. He's not going to get it yet. Maybe now. Harrison. No, not yet. Win this header, though. That hit Harrison's arm. Although, to be fair, the Burton man did head it onto his arm, so I think that's a bit unfair. Free kick for Burton. Can we win this with Harrison? We can. Can Chapman get to it? Yes, as well. Ironside will knock that back to the right back. Lancaster refusing to make a run forward, really. Maddox. Digby's not going to be quick enough to catch him, so I'm going to have to bring Okadina out of position, which is not really something I want to do. I just didn't have the right men in the right place there. What is Greg Taylor doing there? He's, like, teleported around him. Watch the replay and watch Greg Taylor. I'm trying to attack the ball, come over the back of the man, and try and challenge in the air. And I'm sure Greg Taylor has just kind of zipped around the outside of him. Watch him here at the near post with the captain's armband. He gets there and then he jumps sideways. What is that? I need to see that back. I'm trying to go towards the ball here, so I want to jump and attack the ball. And he jumps sideways. And then in mid-air, uses his jetpack. From COD, uses his jetpack, he's going left, and then goes right. Because Chapman hit his heel. Apparently that moved the entire body momentum to the right. He's gone with his arm as well. Fuck's sake. Like, in this situation here, I want Taylor to come through the back of Ahadme and challenge, but he's... I mean... Okay, 1-1. We go again. Chapman with a switch. Lancaster will knock it down. Chapman is struggling for his stamina again, I have noticed, in this first half. Still not decided if it's because of his work ethic or poor stamina stats. Lancaster, I'll tuck this back to Joey and look at Sam Smith in there. And if he can roll it onto his left, then surely he'll at least draw a save at the keeper, which he has done. Chapman will deliver the set piece and deliver it well. Joey's up. Lakin wins it. Okadina will try and nod this down, but Powell with the acrobatic clearance. Ref, let me get the shot away, please. Oh, it's well blocked. That'll be half-time at 1-1 then. Half-time at 1-1, but we still look like the better side, and I'm still aggrieved by their equaliser. Chapman out wide to Dunk. And through the gap there. Through the gap. Oh, caught from behind and late. Be a yellow card, surely, for the... No, not even a booking for the Burton man. Well, let me play on then, ref, if you don't mind. Ironside. Into Digby. I'll get it all the way wide right. And around the outside. It's fallen kindly for me. Joey. Brophy's calling for it again. On his left. Oh, Garrett with an excellent save. That was headed towards the back of the net. It was really well struck by Brophy, but unfortunately he can't get to it. Can we get to this? I haven't been able to get a header from a corner for a while. Taylor, not the man you want underneath it in that particular situation. Oh, look at Digby at the back post. It's all looked for. It won't quite reach him. Willow quickly inside to Brophy. Digby's there again. And there's some space. Joey! Oh, come on, Joey! Hit the bloody target, pal. To be fair, his body angle isn't favourable there. I'm going to have to take Chapman off, though. His stamina is going to be an issue until we get it raised. And Adam May's tired as well. Time for O'Neill to come on in the middle. Willow. Forward to Digby. Liam O'Neill calling for it in the middle. Nibs is off the bench for me here. We could get him played in. Brophy will look to lift it. It's actually going towards Digby at the back post. Can Lancaster get to that first? No. Maddox does well. As does a Hadme there. Now I'm in a little bit of trouble. Lewis Malt off the bench for them, but they've gone backwards, thankfully. But that is a great through ball, and I'm worried about the pass through there. Doing that. I tried to get there with Okadina. I tried to get there with a keeper. Couldn't get there with either. It's just a brilliantly weighted through ball. And unfortunately, we find ourselves behind. You knew what was coming. It was just a case of, could I get there? No is the answer, with either player. Just opened up for them there. All of our wasted chances. Again, going to cause us issues here. We're going to lose to a side that are in the relegation zone by the looks of things, unless we can pull something out the bag late doors, which is unlikely. But we will give it a damnedest good go. Into Joey. Around the outside, looking for Lancaster. I tried to play that back to Joe Ironside. I'm just not getting the passing accuracy I need. Okadina stepped in beautifully there, though. Joey's there. I'm going to have to go out wide. And then maybe come back to Liam O'Neill on the edge of the box. To find Harvey Nibs. To bury it. To blocked by a defender. Just too many men back there for Burton. They've played this well. They've played this well. They sit really deep and then just look to break. And it's worked well for them all game, really. Dunk inside. There's still time, though. There is still time. Don't give up yet, Ches. Joey's there. And Harvey. Digby's there too. Looking quickly for Joey Ironside. In the box. Joey Ironside. Blocked well. Lancaster finds Liam O'Neill. He loves a screamer. Oh. And he very nearly has one, Liam O'Neill. He scored a couple belters in his time at Cambridge. But bar and over on this occasion, it would have been a hell of an equalising goal. But it wasn't to be. How many minutes added on? 3. Oh, they're just flooding forward now. We're in trouble. Jacob Maddox in the box. It's perfectly weighted again, and the finish is exemplary. Burton 3, Cambridge 1. We lose again. I'm not sure our play deserves it on this occasion. We have been the better team, but Burton have played me excellently throughout the course of the game. Defend in numbers and counter at pace, and it's worked really, really well for them. I'll be even more annoyed if I'm able to get a second here, which I'm not going to, because we can't find Joey Ironside. It's a 3-1 defeat away from home at the Pirelli Stadium, which is frustrating. It's really frustrating. 9 shots to their 7, all of the ball. It just wasn't to be. The unbeaten streak comes to an end, but we have taken a decent haul of points from today's episode, at least. And we've gotten a win on the board again. We can't win every week, but we are going to need to win most weeks if we're to stand a chance of getting back towards those playoff spots. Frustratingly, I have good post-match interviews like that, and the team are supposedly happy, and then by the time I get back to the menus, the morale is normally back as a average morale again. Dimmy has grown to sweeper keeper. Positioning of 71. We can continue to grow him, though, which we will look to do, and hopefully he will continue to improve. Up to 66 rated continually. I would have thought he'd have actually gone up one, having maxed out his development plan, but no. So then, tomorrow, 3 more games, but 4 points from those 3 is agreeable. If we'd have had the draw against Burton and the 3-1 defeat to Wycombe, you still would have said it would have been a good episode. It just so happened that we drew with top of the league and lost the second bottom. Accrington at home next, then Plymouth at home and Oxford away as we look to recover our season. We're still 15th, but we're making much more progress. We're still closer to those automatic promotions, to the playoff spots. 6 points to gap rather than 7. And it really is a hell of a fight for the title, isn't it? Wycombe, Crewe and Ipswich all on 55. In real life, Crewe are 24th and bottom and look awful. But they're having a wonderful season here. Oxford 2 points behind the top 3 and Sunderland only a further point back. And Lincoln and Wigan, I mean, it's going to go all the way to the end of the season for all of the promotion spots. And at the bottom as well, it's going to go all the way for the relegation zone as well, albeit probably only the bottom 3. Or sorry, the not bottom 3, if you know what I mean. Donny look doomed. Wimbledon, Burton and Fleetwood stand a chance, but Wimbledon are 5 points away from Cheltenham and they do have a game in hand, so it's not looking good for them. But if we think that we can get ourselves to the playoffs, then they must believe that they can get themselves out the relegation zone. That will do for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We're starting to get better, and hopefully that momentum continues. The tide is turning, if not turned yet. One game at a time. Get me back to those playoffs. I'll see you tomorrow.